Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will discuss the limitations of Lewis concept. As we have discussed, Lewis said that every elements combine to achieve nearest noble gas configuration means to complete a octet. But there are some compounds like SF6, PCl5, IF7 in which there are more electrons than octet. So Lewis failed to explain the existence of compounds like this. He was unable to explain the existence of compounds like SF6, PCl5, IF7 in which there are more than electrons than a octet. Second, Lewis failed to explain this strength of a covalent bond. Third is Lewis failed to explain the geometry of compounds, means their structure, their hybridization. So, to overcome the limitations of Lewis concept, VBT was introduced. VBT, V stands for valence. VBT, valence bond theory. It was introduced by Hettler and London. To overcome the limitation of Lewis concept, VBT was introduced by Hettler and London, and they explained the limitations of Lewis concept. A covalent bond is formed by the overlapping of orbitals of two same atoms or two different atoms. Means covalent bond is formed by overlapping of orbitals. For example, we have H2 molecule. As we contain H, has one electron in a S orbital. That is the overlapping bond formation. Covalent bond is formed by overlapping of orbitals. Now, what type of orbitals get overlapped? Half-filled orbitals get overlapped to form a covalent bond. Half-filled orbitals means they contain one electron each, or we can say unpaired electrons orbitals. By overlapping of those orbitals, covalent bonds are formed, and the number of unpaired electrons or half-filled orbitals present in any atom is called covalency. What is covalency? Number of unpaired electrons or half-filled orbitals is called covalency, and covalency can be extended by exciting electrons in vacant orbitals of valence shell. Let's understand it with some compound formation. For example, we have nitrogen, atomic number 7, its configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. If we represent them in orbitals, as we can see, there are 3 unpaired electrons or 3 half-filled orbitals. So covalency of nitrogen is 3, means these 3 orbitals can involve in a bond formation, can participate in a bond formation. But nitrogen's covalency can't be extended up to 5. Why? Because 2d orbitals never exist. 2d orbital is not possible. So this electron can't be excited. Right? So covalency of nitrogen is 3. But maximum covalency shown by nitrogen is 4. These 2 electrons can be used to form coordinate bond. 3 covalent bond, 1 coordinate bond. So maximum covalency shown by nitrogen is 4. We can see example NH4 positive ammonium ion. Right. Next, we are going to discuss a important question for CBSE as well as a competitive exams. Why NCl5 does not exist but PCl5 exists? Again, the answer belong to overlapping and covalency. Atomic number of nitrogen is 7, phosphorus 15. The valence shell electronic configuration is 3s2, 3p3, and nitrogen is 2s2, 2p3. If we represent them in orbitals, as we know, 3D exists, so it has vacant 3D orbitals. Phosphorus is forming 5 bonds, so we need 5 half-filled orbitals. So 5 half-filled orbitals are achieved by exciting this electron. It is called ground state configuration, and it is called excited configuration. After exciting one electron from 3s2 3d, we obtain 5 unpaired electrons or 5 half-filled orbitals. Now these 5 orbitals are involved in a bond formation with the chlorine. 5 half-filled orbitals get overlapped with 5 chlorine. That's why PCl5 exists. But NCl5 does not exist. Why? Because this electron can't be excited to vacant orbitals due to absence of 2d orbitals. NCl5 does not exist, but PCl5 exists. Right? Next is some more examples. Let us understand how SF2, SF4 and SF6 compounds are formed. Atomic number of sulfur is 16. Its configuration is 3s2, 3p4, and as we know, it has vacant 3d orbital also. Now it is called ground state. Ground state configuration means no excitement of a electron. So we can see in ground state, sulfur has 2 half-filled orbitals or 2 unpaired electrons. These 2 electrons can be used in bond formation with the fluorine. So in SF2, these 2 unpaired electrons are involved. But if we need to form SF4, we need 4 unpaired electrons or 4 half-filled orbitals. So in that case, now this electron can be excited to d orbitals. So configuration will be now it will be called first excited state. Now we can see we have 4 unpaired electrons or 4 half-filled orbitals. So now covalency here is 4, mean SF4 can be formed. Here covalency 2. Here covalency is 4. Why? Because 4 half-filled orbitals are present. These 4 half-filled orbitals will get overlapped with the fluorine molecule for fluorine atom. Now next is SF6. To form 6 bond we need 6 half-filled orbitals or 6 unpaired electrons. So this electron can be excited to next. Before we have 4 unpaired electrons. Now if this electron get excited, now we can see we have 6 unpaired electrons or 6 half-filled orbitals. Now it is called second excited state. So covalency can be extended. Now covalency here 6. Covalency can be extended by exciting electrons to vacant orbitals of a valence shell. Right? In SF2, covalency is 2. In SF4, covalency is 4. In SF6, covalency is 6. For 6 covalency, we need 6 unpaired electrons. Right? So covalent bonds are formed by overlapping of half-filled orbitals or by unpaired electrons. Right? In next lecture, we will connect overlapping with hybridization. That's it for today. Thank you.